Today's video was a request, and I thought a really good one. This is a great idea, something I hadn't thought of, and actually not something I have ever really delved into before. So we're looking at the Maps of Deltora. I'm going to go through everything that I have in my collection. The way it works is in Series 1 and 3 and kind of 2, the map evolves in each book as the characters learn stuff and travel. So instead of showing every iteration of those maps and their evolution, I'm just going to show you the final version. So I'm going to start with the simplest, we're going to work our way up to the most complex map, and at the very end is a real treat for you. I think when you clicked on this video, it's not what you were expecting to see. I haven't even taken it out of the bubble wrap yet. I got it 2 Christmases ago, so that's going to be our grand finale map. So let's get started. I wonder if I could put my microphone in my pocket. I'll try not to rustle too much. The simplest map is in Deltora Quest Series 2. I have here the 21st anniversary edition, and the reason I've chosen this one is it's nice, clean, new paper instead of the yellowy old ones I have. Here is our simple little map of the underworld of Deltora. The characters find this and go on an adventure. And next up is the original Deltora Quest Series 1. Wow, that pigeon really wants to be in this video. Sorry, pal. Again, this is the 21st anniversary edition because we can get it on a single page instead of the double spread that you'll find in the individual copies, and also because it's nice, new, thick paper. Here we go. We have a full map of Deltora. This is the final version after they have traveled everywhere, and you can see the path of where they've been and the places they have visited. At the start of the series, we don't see their travel lines, but they evolve as the books go on. And this is important for this video because this is the most simple map of the land of Deltora, and from here on out as we go, we're just going to be adding even more information as our characters travel and learn about their world. Again, 21st anniversary edition for the same reasons. It's not over a crease in the center of the book, and it's a nice, clean lot of new pages. Now, I'm going to give spoiler warnings for this one, okay? If you haven't read the books and you don't want anything spoiled, skip ahead. I'll have little chapters down the bottom so you can skip to the next section. This is as we travel around Deltora and get to know where all the dragons live, and also where the little evil things are that we've got to hunt down and destroy in this series. It's still the same Deltora that we know and love. Some of the same places, Forest of Silence, the River Tor over near Tora, but we're adding a bit more information this time around. And instead of seeing where we've travelled, we're seeing the boundaries between the different areas. And now it's time for some colour. This is Tales of Deltora. This is some extra, I guess you could call it appendices. This is a hardback version, and it's full of extra short stories along with some other lovely illustrations by Mark McBride, who did all of the front cover design for these books. And the very beginning, we have the full colour map of Deltora. So we can see all the stuff we've seen before, the boundaries between the different territories, the main rivers, where the different dragons are from and the different gems from those areas, the forests, and of course the Shadowlands up the top behind the mountains there. This is a really gorgeous illustration. You can see, it's like an old oil painting or something with the cracks, and of course the beautiful border that matches the cover designs for the books. In fact, this is so beautiful. I wish this came as a poster. I do know there is a poster that exists somewhere. In the American market, they released trading cards and various other little bits and bobs, and I believe they had a big printout poster of the Map of Deltora. Maybe one day I'll find a copy of that. This is another hardback appendices volume. It's a bit more about the world. And in this one, no map there, except actually there is a fold-out map. Ooh. And just when you thought this couldn't get any more colourful than the previous one, we have gone full pelt on this. We have gone all out. We have little sea monsters, little ships. Actually, by the way, I was looking through Star of Deltora, the extra series from many years later, about a young girl who travels off into the oceans on adventures. I couldn't find any maps in there. If anyone knows anything about that, there might be a map in the trading cards they did for that. I don't have all the trading cards they did for those. If you've got something, let me know if there were any maps in relation to the seafaring adventures of Britta. But for now, here is, again, the land of Deltora, and we can still see our main rivers and the borders between the different regions, but this time we've just absolutely coloured it in to look exactly like their gemstones that we go around and collect in the first series. And of course, we've got labels for all the various places that we visit along the way, and even names for all the different roads that we use. So this is really going into detail here. Now I have one more thing to show you, but before we do, I've noticed that YouTube has this new feature for adding quizzes to your videos. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it today. Please bear with me. I hope I can figure this out. I kind of figured that given this channel is about the Deltora Quest books, and given that those books are riddled with riddles and little problems that you as the reader get to solve along with the characters, I thought it would be fun to start incorporating quizzes into these videos. It just feels right for this channel. So I'm going to give it a go. So before we get on to our finale, I have a question for you. This is the Ultimate Deltora quiz book full of trivia questions. There are no maps in here, but I thought it would be fun to make a habit of asking questions from here relevant to each video. So, this is your question for today. The road from the Lake of Tears to the City of the Rats is lined with what kind of plants? Now, I'm not quite sure if you're supposed to pause the video at this point and answer the question, or if it will pause it for you, or if the question appears on the screen. I have no idea. We're trying this, so stick with me, but that is your question. Let me know in the comment section how you go. And now on to our, drum roll please, grand finale. Now, if you've come here straight from the previous video, you might already know what this is. But if you're new to this channel, this is new to my collection. As I said at the start, this was a Christmas present 2 years ago, and it's still in its bubble wrap because in my previous apartment, I didn't have anywhere to put this. So it just lived on the floor in its bubble wrap. Now that I have that new large cabinet from IKEA, this fits. So I'm going to take the bubble wrap off it. This is the Deltora Quest board game, The Battle to Save Deltora. I'm actually not going to take it out of its shrink wrap. I'm sorry if that's disappointing. My father was really disappointed when I got this for Christmas and said, "Oh, I'm going to leave it in its shrink wrap." Maybe one day I'll buy a used copy that I can actually play and share with you all. Given that I collect first editions, I want to keep this in its shrink wrap. But it is actually a map of Deltora. So if I show you the back, the board that you play the game on is our map of Deltora, and we work our way around all the different places. So you can see Del labelled down here. We go up to the Forest of Silence, the Lake of Tears, the Shifting Sands, City of the Rats, Dread Mountain, Maze of the Beast, Valley of the Lost. So I'll bet when you clicked on a video of all the maps of Deltora, you weren't expecting to see a board game, but there you go. This was, I believe, for the Australian market. I also have a couple of jigsaw puzzles. These were really big books at the time, right? Early 2000s, these were a big deal. And they still are here in Australia. They're still in every library that you go to. The kids section always has a full collection of Deltora Quest. School libraries always have lots of Deltora Quest. Bookshops always have brand new copies of Deltora Quest. Secondhand bookshops always have old copies of Deltora Quest. It is a staple of the Australian book diet, but not one that's talked about a lot. And from what I've read from you guys and other people here on YouTube and over on the Deltora Quest Reddit, it still is in circulation in America, but maybe not getting printed anymore. You can find things secondhand, but it's not such of a big deal. It feels like it's been forgotten and lost. But when I speak to people, particularly of my generation, I'm 30, they remember these books very dearly and lovingly. And if you reread them, I think you'll discover they actually hold up. So there you go. This channel is kind of about that, sharing my love for these books and bringing new life back into a series that I think Australia can be proud of and should be proud of. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the maps. If you know of any others that I don't have in my collection, let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know how you went with the quiz. Let me know if it even worked, technically speaking, and let me know if you got the answer. So there you go. That is all the maps of Deltora. Thank you for joining me today. I'm trying to do these about monthly at the moment. My main channel is taking up a lot of my time. I have some ideas of what to make next, but requests always very, very welcome. If there's anything you'd like to see from my collection or hear about, let me know and I'll make that happen for you.